Hi, everybody. I got a little more than an hour because the court just took a break for lunch. So, it's going to be back at 1 o'clock. So, um, okay. So, the soap's pretty good today because I think they always do this. It's Friday, so, they got to hang or hook you till Monday. Okay. So, um, Claire, it's kind of funny because I talked about this last week and a little bit this week. I'm like, please get her out of this thing because I'm sick of the clothes. Um, and somebody was listening to me because Victor talked to Michael Baldwin and said, what strings do you have to pull to get Claire out now? So he said, well, I'm not sure about that. Maybe have you passed this idea to Victoria and Cole? What do they think about it? And, you know, so the answer is I don't think Victor had talked to Victoria or Cole before he talked to Michael. So Michael did what you're supposed to do and called or texted Victoria and told her and Cole what's going on. And they are opposed to her leaving the hospital because they say it's good for her. Because they saw her have a connection with the little girl, the same little girl she was talking to the last time. And so, but Victor told her, um, Claire, if you want to get out, just call Michael Baldwin. So at the very end of the episode, she says to the nurse, I'm guessing one of the nurses, I have to have a phone because I want to make a call. And then she said Michael Baldwin. So there's your clue she's going to get out of the hospital or whatever next week. And it's kind of funny, but kind of sad too, or ironic, I should say. That, and I should have come to this conclusion a little faster than I did. But the main reason Victor's trying to get Claire out of that place is to use her as bait to trap Jordan. So, um, okay, there's one story. Then we have the story of Tucker and Audra, and Nate is trying to be the quote unquote good friend to help her get away from Tucker. But she's not having it because finally she's getting some of her power back. She said, do you really think that I need you to protect me from him or anybody? No, I'm fine. Now maybe this might be a bad move on Audra's part, but at least she has some power, you know? Okay. And then on the other side, Ashley is talking to Tracy today and says she had a friend in Paris who happens to be a psychologist. So we're gonna get to see, I'm guessing sometime next week or in a couple weeks, what was the ultimate factor with actually having the breakdown. And I have some theories, but I don't have any evidence, so I don't want to say it yet. But we'll get to dive deeper into that. Okay. And then we just saw let's see. We saw Claire. There was no Nikki today. I don't know why. And no Seth. And no Jack or Kyle or Diane. So, um, I really want to see, uh, well, I really want to see a lot of people, but I can't wait until Lily comes back because I want a conclusion to the Lily Daniels storyline. And also, I saw maybe in the previews for next week. So there's going to be a storyline around her. I hope to see Jill, on the Skype or something. I want some closure with that one too. Okay. But I think I covered it all. I mean, it was three storylines. It was, uh, the Claire thing and how it affects everybody, and then Audra, and it's kind of like two men fighting over Audra, but of course it's not. It just looks that way. Okay, that's it for Y&R. Okay, bold is bold as always. Okay, so I don't know. I don't mean to flip flop like this, but Sheila showed her true colors today, and if I was anybody, I'd stay away from her. Okay, because like I said, her attitude and everything can turn in 5 seconds. And so if Deacon wants to save his life or not deal with that kind of anger, I would say get out now. Um, I guess it's true. Well, I don't know. See, I have the two sides and they're conflicted because I like to believe that redemption is possible for people and or situations, but I guess a true character starts to come out no matter what. And okay, so picking up from where we left off yesterday, Sheila is in, or no, Steffi is in Sheila's house, but Sheila and Steffi were pulled apart by Ben and Deacon, right? Okay, so Sheila's still screaming, and Steffi is screaming at Finn, and they just leave. After that, they leave. Then Deacon is left alone with Sheila, and you can see the venom in her eyes. I was like, whoa. All right. That shows that Kimberly Brown is a great actress, which I've always said that, but I remember when she was in an interview and they were just talking to her. And then they said, okay, now for the next question, turn on the Sheila character. And I mean, her eyes and everything just turned like that. And it was a completely different person. I swear to God. Because Kimberly Brown was really sweet and everything up until that point. And then they said turn on the character. And it was like, well, I was scared. I mean, through the computer screen, I was like, wow. All right. Yeah. Okay. And then Steffi, I don't know about Steffi. I'm always on the fence with her. Because yesterday she went to go with Sheila. Today she's like a fraidy cat. I don't know what her deal is. Because Sheila left, or they left, or whatever, and they went back home. So Steffi's alone in the house. Alone. Okay? And she locks the door, double locks. And she still thinks she hears something outside. And there's nothing outside. It's not even like Sheila's lurking in the bushes. I don't know what they're doing with her character, I swear. Okay. A side note, it was nice to see the character, the little actress that plays Kelly yesterday. And I did like the babysitter, although I already talked about it. That line where she apologizes for not being able to do enough. I just didn't understand it. Okay. And then we have the soap line, storyline, which is I thought they I thought they were gonna I thought they were gonna have sex again, which I'm totally fine with. But But then it took a turn, but it wasn't bad, but it was just weird for a second because um, Hope's mood completely changed from happy go lucky, great to really sad. And I said, "What happened there?" And then she explained that the her phone chimed or something as a reminder. And then Thomas said, "What's going on?" Well, it's a reminder that I used to help my dad close up the restaurant, and now we don't get to do that anymore because she lives in his life. And I felt bad. I really felt bad for her. I mean, even though she's an adult child, I still feel bad. So there's that. That also means Annika Noel can act because I really felt joy for a second and then really sad for a second. So she's talented. Um, okay, I think that's it. Um, if I missed anything, I'll cover it on Monday. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend. Like I said, I'll be back on Monday.